Hey, this is Jimmy at Big Motorsports. I'm here with the Desert Sled this morning. I wanted to take a quick second just to show you the newest bike in Ducati's lineup and one of the most awesome bikes that you're going to find on the market this year. Firstly, let me say that the Scrambler, what I imagined it to be when it was originally released, was this bike. I think that they finally got this right and made a bike that's truly off-road capable but still going to be a comfortable street bike. The idea behind the Desert Sled was originated in old Baja races back in the West Coast, where you'd take whatever you had, you'd strip it down, you'd make it durable, dependable, and be able to finish a race. It wasn't about being the lightest, it wasn't about being the quickest, it was about being able to get from point A to point B without breaking down in the middle of the desert. But those bikes were not purpose-built dirt bikes like we have today, so people were taking whatever that they had and then making them off-road capable by putting taller bars on them, by putting wire headlights or wire guards in the headlights, putting spoke wheels with off-road style tires on them, and then trying to raise the suspension as much as they could to get that ground clearance. So what Ducati has done is exactly that. We have a 17-inch rear wheel and a 19-inch front wheel. Those both combined now with Pirelli Scorpion off-road tires. These tires are designed for off-road, on-road use. You can absolutely get plenty of grip in the gravel. You can also comfortably ride on road, and they're not going to give you an odd feeling like you would on most typical knobby tires. In addition, they've taken and they've reinforced your frame. Mostly you'll see it on the other side here on the suspension side, but they've taken and reinforced it, giving you a bigger pipe so that you can more securely and more confidently take and beat this thing and jump and go off-road and ride aggressively and ride hard and feel like it's not going to snap anything on you. Combined with that, we also are going to now have a completely adjustable front suspension. As you guys know, whether you're an off-road rider or you're a sport bike rider familiar with Ducati, the more you can fine-tune that suspension adjustment, the more you can feel comfortable and confident on the bike. This one was also actually redesigned with a new seat here that's more narrow through the center as well. Of course, I'm a very short guy, but when you're standing on this bike, you can easily sit back and you don't have to spread your legs wide to get around this seat. So you can confidently stand up on it and get secure footing while you're riding off-road and be able to center the weight back on the back of the bike and keep the front end light so you can go through the gravel, the sand, whatever really you encounter. I actually got the chance to ride this bike in Italy earlier this year in Sardinia, and it was a phenomenal ride. We actually went down pretty aggressive off-road course, single, off-road. I guess it was really a dirt road. Cows and stuff like randomly on the side of the road. We'll show you a little bit of that video as well. But I can attest to what this bike is capable of. It was built to last. It was built to be a comfortable bike that you can absolutely take off-road and beat up in single track and do whatever you could ask it to do. It is an awesome machine. If you have any more questions about it, my name is Jimmy. Once again, please come by Big Number 1 here in Birmingham. Ask for me, call in, send me an email. We're happy to help, and I'll tell you exactly why this is the bike that you need to get this year.